We see the sun every day. The sun is also worshipped in many cultures. But how well do you know our sun? Do you know how our sun was born, or what it is made of? What lies in the future of our sun? Will it go supernova, and does it have enough mass for that to happen? Did you know that the sun, along with the whole solar system, also rotates around the center of our Milky Way galaxy? Since its formation, our sun has completed 20 such rotations around the galactic center. There are many such hitherto unknown facts about our star, and today we are ready to amaze you with many such facts. Though to us, the sun is very important, our sun is actually a very ordinary star, just one among 100 billion others dotting our Milky Way. Plants, the basis of the food chain, are able to exist on Earth only because they can photosynthesize the energy from the sun's light for their use. And hence, all animal and human life on our planet exists too. But that's not it. The sun drives weather, ocean currents, seasons, and climate on our Earth too. Life on Earth exists only because the sun is providing us with heat and light. Have you thought about how our star, the sun, was born? Clouds of hydrogen gas pervade our universe. About 4.5 billion years ago, the explosion of a supernova near one such hydrogen cloud sent a shock wave through the cloud. This caused the cloud to compress and the hydrogen gas to come together into a mess. Eventually, the pressure and heat increased enough for nuclear fusion to start in the core of this mess, giving birth to what we now know as our sun. The sun is 93 million miles away from us, and this distance is known as 1 AU or astronomical unit and is used as a standard for measuring distances to other faraway bodies. Though light is the fastest thing we know, even it has a limited speed of 186,000 miles per second. So the light from the sun too takes some finite amount of time to reach us, which is 8 minutes 19 seconds. So when we see the sun, we're actually seeing how it was 8 minutes back. The sun is massive, with a diameter of 864,600 miles. 109 Earths could line up inside the sun's diameter. Did you know that the sun is so huge that it makes up 99.86% of the total mass of the solar system? One intriguing fact about our sun is that the temperature of the surface of the sun is 5,772 Kelvin, while the temperature of its outer atmosphere or corona is 5 million Kelvin. How can the temperature of the outer atmosphere be so much higher than its surface? This is a question which has been troubling astrophysicists for years, and finding the answer to this riddle is one of the grand challenges in astrophysics. Have you ever wondered what the sun is made of? 73% of the mass of the sun is hydrogen gas, and the rest is other gases. But these gases are in the form of plasma in our sun. Plasma is simply gas with most of the particles ionized, meaning having increased or reduced number of electrons. A magnetic field pervading the entire sun controls the happenings on it. You will be surprised to know that just like the Earth, the sun too rotates on its axis. This sun takes between 25 and 35 days to complete a single rotation. Apart from rotating on its axis, the sun also revolves around the center of the Milky Way and is about 26,000 light-years away from the galactic center. This sun takes a whopping 250 million years to orbit around the galactic center, which is called one galactic year. Such is the beautiful design of our Sun-Earth system that the Earth's atmosphere absorbs the most harmful UV rays coming from the sun, while the less dangerous UV rays can enter. You'll be surprised to know that the sun is actually white in color, as it contains all the colors in the visible spectrum. The reason why we on Earth see it as yellow is because the shorter blue wavelengths are scattered by the Earth's atmosphere. Every second, the Sun fuses 620 million metric tons of hydrogen into helium in its core in the process of nuclear fusion. Isn't that mind-boggling? Now let's look into the evolution of our Sun and peek into its future. The life cycle of a star like our Sun is very fascinating. Currently, our Sun is around 4.5 billion years old. After our Sun is around 10 billion years old and has used up most of its fuel, which is hydrogen, it will balloon into a red giant, consuming Mercury. But as it expands, it will also get cooler. For about 1 billion years, it will continue to exist in this red giant phase. At this point, the blown-up red giant's core will not remain hot enough to oppose gravity, and it will give in to gravity. Its core will collapse, leading to an explosion of the outer layers. Our Sun, at this point, will engulf all planets till Earth. The Sun won't be very stable at this point and will continue to blow off its outer layers. The hot core remaining after this stage is what we call a white dwarf. A white dwarf is the size of the Earth, but weighs as much as the Sun, making it a super dense, super hot object with immense gravity. Subramanian Chandrasekhar, an Indian-American physicist, gave an upper limit on the mass of white dwarfs. He worked out that a white dwarf which weighs more than 1.44 times the mass of the Sun won't be able to hold against gravity and will explode as a supernova. Chandrasekhar, after whom the famous Chandra X-ray Observatory is also named, won a Nobel Prize for his work on stellar evolution. Hope you enjoyed these startling facts about our Sun. If you found this video intriguing, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to Edge of the Universe. Hit the bell icon to stay updated as we unravel many more mysteries.